What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe with No Days Off DFS, here to bring you that WNBA slate breakdown for the one game slate we have today. If you guys already watched the prior video that was up on my channel, I did take that one down because I did not like the way that the audio quality came out. I've been using this other app, Restream, but for whatever reason, it pulled the audio from my webcam instead of my mic. So that is not the quality of content that I like to put out. So I am re-recording this video. It will be pretty quick, brief, straight to the point since I already did this once. I do apologize for if you guys did watch that prior video and you're seeing this as a second upload. Just completely ignore it if you actually made it through the first video. But I myself couldn't make it through that audio. That was just horrendous for what I'm actually used to being able to put out to you guys. So real quick, if you guys new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button so you guys don't miss any of the content I'm putting out on the channel, and drop a like on this video if this video or any of my other videos help you guys win some money. So this weekend I didn't have any videos for the slates. I do apologize for that, but weekends I do have to dedicate some time to my family. My wife lets me do DFS all throughout the week. So the weekends, if wife says, hey, let's go to the beach, we're going to the beach. Wife says, hey, you want to sit down and watch a movie? I'm watching a movie with my baby. I gotta make time for the family, so that is that. But I did upload cores on site, so even though I will not do a video, I still have content put up. If you guys are looking for a video breakdown, I am going to link a channel down in the description for my boy Cody. He does DFS just like I do. Very good at it. We talk almost every single day in regards to slate, going over pricing, players, things like that. And honestly, he does a YouTube video typically the day before a slate comes out. So if you're looking for content the day before, get a grind, get ahead, definitely check out his channel. Make sure you guys subscribe and show my boy Cody some love. It would mean a lot. Help him go ahead and grow his channel as well, because there is not too many people that actually watch, keyword, watch the games and actually know what they are talking about, and Cody is one of them. So definitely check that out, please, if you guys can do so. All right, so real quick, injury report. There's no injuries that we have to worry about in this game. Mariah Jefferson, game time decision, but the girl was barely getting any minutes. That's the only thing that we have to worry about right here. These teams, this is going to be the third time that we'll be seeing the Fever taking on the Connecticut Sun. We've already seen this twice. I want to say this was like the opening day game or something like that to start the season when they did match up. And in that first game, Caitlin Clark's first experience of meeting in the WNBA, she got handled. Pretty much. But yeah, it was the first game of the slate to start the season, 92-71. In that second game, they definitely did keep a little bit closer, 88-84. So definitely something to note. Real quick, going on a little side tangent. But the whole thing of Caitlin Clark being left off of the Team USA roster, so on and so forth, is honestly a bunch of bullshit and baloney for anyone that believes that that girl should have made the. I'm not even going to disrespect her by saying girl. That woman should have made the team. You would be disrespecting a lot of the vets in this league in regards to just putting her on the team just for the name. Because that's the only reason why you guys want her on there, for the name. When you have other players like Arike, who is leading the league in scoring, if I'm not mistaken, especially at the guard position, who didn't even make the team this year. Or I'm pretty sure Ryan, matter of fact, let's pull up Team USA real quick. Hold that thought. All right, so real quick, Team USA roster. We got Fee, Copper, Chelsea Gray, Brittany Griner, Sabrina Ionescu, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, DT, Alyssa Thomas, Asia Wilson, Jackie Young. And I've seen a lot of discourse. Brittany Griner shouldn't have made the team, so on and so forth. DT, why is DT on the team? Those are two players that I keep seeing things in regards to. But are you really going to replace them with a rookie who you guys are already complaining that the league is being too physical with her? You have never watched FIBA ball. FIBA physicality is completely different from what they have in the WNBA, and they would literally chew her up and spit her out. You would injure the girl before she even had the chance to truly coming to her own in this league. There is no way in heck she should have made this team over any of the players that are on here. Now, I could have had some apes and grapes about Brittany Griner, but honestly, our bigs are way better than anything that any of these other leagues have. That's why the girls go and play overseas and off season. And they're so dominant on all the teams that they play on because of how good they are. There is no, like, that's crazy. Diana Taurasi, you're going to tell this vet who's been in the league and been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Olympic teams, she doesn't have a shot. This is going to be her last time. This is like telling Kobe or Melo or one of them, hey, you don't need to be on the Olympic team. This is your last run. No, get out of here. You're crazy. You're crazy. Most of this team is made up of the top 25 women in the league. Caitlin Clark hasn't even cracked that list yet. Last time I checked, even before the season started, they had Tiffany Mitchell ranked above Caitlin Clark as one of the top 25 league. Brittany Sykes ranked up there. Brianna Jones, who's coming off of an injury, was ranked in the top 25. Come on now. And you're going to tell me Caitlin Clark, yes, cool. She's averaging a shit ton of assists, the most points for the rookie class, so on and so forth. Okay, no other rookie is put into the same position as he's been put in to come in here into the league and play, so on and so forth. But all y'all cats that are from Iowa that are following, bandwagoning this girl, and you want her to be the face of the league, there's a really big news flash. The media is catering to you guys because of the fact that you're bringing such a huge fan base. Caitlin Clark is not the face of the league. As much as everyone wants it to be just for the viewership, one, that's not what the Olympics is about. The Olympics is not about no damn viewership. USA, we're going there. We're going to win. We want to win. I'm not saying Caitlin can't necessarily help them win, but not at this level just yet. Not there yet. I understand there's been like maybe 3 or 4 rookies that have gone on to play in the Olympics in their rookie season. Diana Taurasi was one of them. I know Candace Parker was another one. And then so was Stewie. Stewie was another one in 2016. Other than that, and those players, their teams made the playoffs. Right now, the Fever have 3 wins? 3 wins. I know the season may still be young, but they are still almost a lottery team. You're not going to tell me that this... I can go on this tangent all day long, but you're crazy if you think that Caitlin Clark should be the face of the league. I don't think she should be. It's crazy for the fact of Sabrina Ionescu was here doing half the things that Clark does, pulling up from these deep behind threes. Shit, in the 3-point contest with Steph Curry, you guys made that such a big, huge thing and all that crap. But now, this Clark bandwagon, I just think it's gone a little bit too crazy. Way too crazy. Way too crazy. Now, she's good. I love what I saw from her after they had some practice and all that stuff under the belt. She looked really good in that game. This right here tonight, this is going to be a really good test for her going up against the Sun. So, switching over to DraftKings, the site that I play the most on the site. If you guys don't have an account, you want one, check the link down in the description below so you guys can get that deposit match bonus and join me over here on the King. Now, like I said, do apologize for that tangent, but I can honestly talk. I'm not a Clark hater. I hope no one thinks that I am a Clark hater. I am not, by far. I am a fan. I enjoy what I actually see. I just really wish that the Fever could figure it out a little bit better. Their win that they had going up against Washington Mystics this last game out, which, by the way, they ran a 7-woman rotation. 7. Lexi Hull, Grace Berger did not see any minutes in that game. Katie Lou came in, pretty much played the backup power forward spot whenever they needed to sit Nalissa Smith. That's what they ran out there. That's wild, and that's great. And then, of course, Erica Wheeler off the bench to give some of the guards some breaks. But still, Caitlin Clark played the whole fucking game. She played the whole game. Minus some defensive switches towards the end of that game, she played the whole game. So if that's going to be the type of run that they're wanting to actually have now from the Fever after having practice and everything, I don't see how we don't attack some of these Fever players, the props, things like that, especially just on the tear that they possibly could be if they're going to really see these minutes, especially just for the fact of they really need to sign another big. With no Fact Bentley, all you have is Nalissa Smith and Boston pretty much playing your center spot. When Boston sits, Nalissa's playing the center. You need another big. You really actually do need another big. I understand Fact Bentley's going to be out for a little minute, but they should figure that out, especially going up against a big team like the Connecticut Suns. This game hopefully will be close, interesting, good. The Fever should be able to actually keep this close. Now, switching over here real quick, I'm not even going to bore you to death with Alyssa Thomas at captain, Caitlin Clark at captain, Dewana Bonner at captain. I'm going to come down here to this mid-tier option, which is what I actually think we should probably be looking at to fit the Clarks, the AT, the Bonner into your line. Nalissa Smith, Boston, both those guys, they're going to be playing the minutes. They're going to be out there. Whether or not if Boston can actually have some type of production, I'll say that girl came in the second half of the game last time. Didn't do anything. No PRA, nothing. Was just out there. Was a traffic cone. Same thing for Nalissa Smith. Now, I hope that doesn't happen in this case, but I do like the upside for both of them. Nalissa, typically going up against the Sun, she's been a pretty good fantasy point per minute producer when she's out there. 27 minutes earlier this season, 29.25, 27 minutes, 28 fantasy points. So that's right around what she is going to actually play whenever she's out on the court. I don't mind her as an option, personally, to me, on the slate. Boston, mixing pot, 29 minutes, 18.5, 30 minutes, 26 fantasy points. So definitely, you already know it's going to be up and down in regards to what we will actually get from them. Now, I will say AT, she's popped. She's done very well. 40 minutes, 60 fantasy points. 36 minutes, 52 fantasy points. I will say her PR, her RA, definitely in play for me today. Her assist, if they have it at the 8.59, I definitely would be taking it over. The Fever, they do play at a pretty decent pace, and that's one of those things that AT will excel at, is those top pace teams. She typically does tend to get to her assist line whenever it is sitting around that 9, 8, and things like that. So that's definitely a prop that you can actually take on today's slate. Outside of that, I think you just got to make a decision. Do I want to play? Do I want Bonner on today's slate? I'll say I think she makes you kind of different because people don't typically go to Bonner. She's very heavily reliant on that scoring. Yes, she can go ahead and do a little bit on the rebounding side, but I'm not too sure if today is a day I want to necessarily mess with Bonner. I'm not too scared of matchup wise or anything like that for her. I definitely do think she can pop, and she is a way to get difference. But AT with the uses, the ball is in her hands. She has the highest uses on this team for a specific reason. Her PRA even is in play for her today. But just everything is pointing me towards taking Alyssa Thomas on today's slate. Like that's honestly what it boils down to for me. Like that's exactly what I'm looking at. Outside of that, coming out here, if they're going to run another 7-woman rotation, and honestly, in the other video, I gave a direct player pool, and this will be my player pool itself as well. Mariah Jefferson, whether she's in or out, I honestly don't think that they're going to give her any burn or run unless this game was to magically blow out, which I don't want to predict a blowout. I don't believe that it will. Looking at ESPN, they do have it as a 10.5 point spread, but the Fever, they've done pretty decent in keeping these games kind of close. Like lately, since their first couple of games of actually being blown out. They got blown out by New York, blown out by the Sun, but they've done a little bit better in regards to staying in these games. As Clark continues to learn, they're playing much, much better. So outside of that, outside of all these plays down here, I'm not going to mess with it. Grace Berger, Lexi Hull, if I was making 20, 150 lines up, then I would consider having maybe 5% of them. But other than that, everything below Banham, I'm not going to touch unless someone is going to be out or something crazy happens. But Tiffany Mitchell, Katie Samuelson, Erica Wheeler. I want to consider Wallace. I really, truly do want to consider Wallace. I know that she needs to somewhat hit those shots in order for her to actually do something. She is going to start. I could see the world where they pull Wallace. Maybe this could be a Lexi Hull type game because Hull does have a little bit more size than Wallace, but it's kind of hard for me. But anyway, Tiffany Mitchell, Erica Wheeler, Katie Samuelson, Wallace, Harris, Carrington, and everything above Fab Bentley. That is your player pool. That is exactly what you should be building with and what you should use on today's slate. Like I said, I like Melissa Smith at the captain spot. And then, of course, I am going to have Clark. Just the usage is going to be there. And then you got to figure out, am I going to go with Bonner, AT? Do I want to get different? Go crazy heavy stack with a lot of Fever? Do I definitely think you should probably look at Ty Harris? Definitely come out here, look at, if you think Samuelson is going to get a little bit more run in regards to this game for her size, possibly, maybe they actually run her more at the 3 in this game in order to possibly match it with Bonner, but Bonner is going to be able to do Bonner, whatever she wants to do. I could definitely see a world in regards to that right there. But that's kind of the look that I would say is going on with this slate today. Not the best thing in the world, but it is 10K to first. Of course, it's the Caitlin Clark effect. We typically do get big prize pools for showdowns, things like that, whenever she is on the slate, because for whatever reason, those things actually do tend to fill. But yeah, that's going to be it. I know tomorrow we have a 3-game slate. Happy to be able to break that down. Can't wait for that right there. Actually, 3 decent games on the slate as well for tomorrow. If this thing would actually pull up just WNBA for me. ESPN is being stupid. But anyway, let me go to schedule right here. For tomorrow, we have 3 games on the slate. Like I said, Washington and Atlanta, Minnesota, Las Vegas, the Sparks, and Seattle. So should be decent games right here, all under 10 point spread. So I do expect those to actually be close. So it should be pretty decent as well. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I do apologize for the earlier stuff that I put out. Hopefully you guys were able to catch this right here. Definitely cash out. I will have my player pool. Well, not my player pool, but my core will be put up. Matter of fact, I will put up a player pool. I've already talked about it, but player pool will be put up on site. My bets for the day will be put up there as well, and a couple of prop plays if I do find something that does stick out and I like. Good luck to everybody. Cash out. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.